Always check your audio, kids. Welcome to another episode of what I'm playing today. Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo Switch 2. Specifically Mario Kart World. This is being post-commentated for your auditory pleasure. Why? Because Audacity just didn't start. I clicked the button. It just didn't start. It just stopped working. I don't know if it's working right now. If you're hearing this, then perhaps. Oh yeah, it looks like it's still working. But yes, today is June 6, 2022, and I got Mario Kart World and the Switch 2. I'm realizing here that all these characters have different outfits, I think. So there's 10 Marios, 5 Toadettes, there's like 9 Luigis, 9 Yoshis. So that's kind of cool. I don't know how they determined who gets what, because Bowser, I feel like Bowser should have like 10, like Mario. It's like they're on equal footing. Something else I realized about this game is that they don't make a big deal about the free roam. Like, they just kind of put it on the map icon at the bottom on the screen. I mean, you could press the plus button, but I didn't see that. It's like you got to go into the map. It's just kind of weird. But anyway, I'm going to do a 100cc race. I heard talk of 100cc being harder. This was on a random Reddit thread, and honestly, it's not that much harder. Like, I came in first. I'm a spoiler. I came in first. I lost. I came in second on the first race, and then I knocked it out the park. So, like, is it harder? I guess. But not really. But in trying to recap what I talked about, I was struggling with the release of this system. In part because I think a lot of people are thinking it's sort of underwhelming, very unceremonious. You know, this is the first new Nintendo system in 8 years, and it feels like it kind of just happened, and there's not a lot of buzz around it per se. And I think that's for a few reasons. One, I think it's because Mario Kart is not real. It's a system seller, yes, but it is not a game that you have shared, like, universally shared memories with. And here's what I mean by that. We all have Mario Kart memories where we're playing with friends and someone hits with a blue shell, or you found this cool shortcut. But those are local memories. Those are memories that you make, generally speaking, with the people around you. But you don't necessarily, and I could be wrong about this, but I don't have memories of like, oh, I stumbled across this thing and then went online to find that someone, you know, across the country or somewhere around the world stumbled across the same thing. I think about Mario Odyssey. That was like a really big cultural gaming moment when it was like, okay, I found a moon somewhere, and then I go online, I see someone else found a moon I didn't even know about. And it united us as we all played this game together. I don't think you get those same moments in Mario Kart, just by the nature of the game being what it is. Just listen. Alright, so one thing I'll interrupt myself and say, Mario Kart World sounds like it was composed by Shoji Meguro. It's not, but it sounds like it could be. And I love it. So yeah, with a Mario game, with a Zelda game, like, there's this sense of wonder that they create. And maybe you'll get some of that with free roam. But I genuinely don't feel like that's going to be the case, especially with, I saw some like snippets of people's previews, and it's like, hey, it's not like that deep of a free roam. There's lots of challenges. Some are hard, some are easy, but it's not like it's gonna keep you with secrets for the next, 30 years. You'll get over it, and it's fine. And I think that's fine. Mario Kart is always meant to be a party game. It's like Smash in that, yes, you can get super deep and technical with it, but odds are you're gonna pick it up, play it for a little bit, unlock a bunch of stuff, and then put it away until it's time to play with friends, or you want to try to play people online. That's totally fine. It's totally acceptable. But I do think that makes it less of a system seller. I don't think, Mario Kart 8 was not a launch title for the Wii U. It came out a year after its release. Like, I remember when I got my Wii U, it wasn't a launch title, but I got the... Was it a launch title? I got the bundle. It might have been a launch title. It was the launch bundle with Wind Waker HD, which is still nowhere to be found. Like, that's something that is cool because, again, it's a story-based game. It's something that you can latch onto and you find things and you're like, oh my goodness, this is so cool. Also, by nature of Mario games, because you're moving so quickly, you don't really have time to look at all the details unless you're in a free roam. I feel like if you're trying to unlock stuff to start the game, you're not necessarily paying attention to all the little details. You're picking up things here and there, the music, the dynamic weather system. Like, that's all I'm good. But I guess with a game where you can't slow down, if you can't slow down in Mario Kart without losing, you're not really going to be able to slow down and appreciate this brand new system. Now, the other reason why this system feels so unceremonious is because it looks exactly the same. Like, yes, it's bigger and yes, it's sleeker, and I like how if you shine a flashlight on the system, on like the Joy-Cons in the back of the system, it kind of glistens. I don't know what that texture is called, but it's like a gravelly kind of texture that glistens. I like that. But the user interface looks not exactly, but more or less the same. They rounded the icons. I'm looking at the home screen now. They rounded the icons. Ooh, that's snazzy. But the user interface looks mostly the same, so it feels very similar to other systems, or to the last Switch. And one of the points I made in my failed recording was that, so the Wii U failed because it was just a Wii, but a little bit better. And even though it's supposed to be you can play it however you want on the go, or like tabletop or TV mode or handheld, it didn't do enough to differentiate itself from the Wii. The Switch did do a lot of that. Well, so the Wii U didn't do enough to differentiate itself from the Wii, and it failed for that. The Switch 2 is being billed very clearly as a successor to the Switch, but when you look at it, it actually feels more like the Wii U to the Wii, or the Wii to Wii U, than say like the Wii U to Switch jump. Whereas the Switch was a clear iteration and evolution of what the Wii U tried to do for the better. The Switch 2 just feels like a Wii U bump up from the Wii, which is all well and good. And maybe, as we get deeper into the development cycle of 2027 and 2028, and we have like a full suite of first-party Nintendo titles, we'll be talking differently about the system. But I think the reason why a lot of people are underwhelmed by the system is just because it doesn't feel nearly as grand as you might think it would for a quote-unquote next-generation system or a current-generation system. I found out that if you get one of the food pickups that either gives you like a boost or a costume or whatever, you don't actually get it if you have a full item stack. So you learn something new every day. But, yeah, I'm enjoying it. I really more so enjoyed like the setup process of this game, and that's something that I realized. Nowadays, with all the PC handhelds and the fact that, particularly like Steam Deck PC handhelds and PC in general, like the setup of games has become something of a subculture. Figuring out how to optimize games, and well, you don't really have that on the Switch 2. The act of like transferring my old Switch to this one was kind of interesting because instead of just saying, okay, I got the code inbox of Mario Kart World and I'm just gonna jump right into it, I actually spent some time playing different games to see what they looked like. And so I played 20XX. I mean, I figured that would look the same, but I just kind of wanted to jump back into it because I really like that game, and I didn't play it much, and I love Gravity Circuit. I like there's some other game that I was playing. I've played a few games like that, like the side-scrolling roguelite, Mega Man-like action platformers. But yeah, I wanted to just go through and kind of experience the system as I set it up. So it was like I played a little bit of Sonic, I played a little bit of Smash Brothers, I played one of the GameCube games, I played F-Zero GX, just to see it and to kind of take my time easing into it, because that's also part of the fun of having a new system, is just sort of trying stuff and not knowing. One thing I didn't try is the mouse mode, which I probably should have tried, but I really don't care because I don't play with the keyboard and mouse as it is. So why would I waste time doing that? But yeah, I mean, otherwise, I don't know. It's a good enough system. I think it'll age well. I think if technically it stays solid for the next 5 to 6 years and like keeps up with development, it'll be a system I continually come back to. But at the same time, I think I'm at this point with gaming where I really need a game to take me. Like, I need a game to capture my imagination, capture my senses. And once it does that, I can like lose myself in it. So there are things like that games like that have happened recently, like your Gravity Circuits, your what's another one? Well, like less recent, Cyberpunk 2077. That's something I love that world. I spent a lot of time in it, and I enjoyed going back to it. Even something like a GTA 4, where I love the world, so I want to spend time in it. And those games come around every so often. And I like Wolong Fallen Dynasty? Like, that was one that I wasn't sure I was going to enjoy, and I played the ever-living crap out of it. And so, until I get that kind of game on the Switch, it's really hard to say if I'll feel like I'll have like a lasting connection to this, but who knows? Also, there's like a bunch of me. Like, there's me and there's other me's. It's like the Wii. There's so many me's. That's crazy. It's the Penguins. It's kind of weird. Oh yeah, I jumped with the feather there, so that was kind of a waste. It's kind of weird that you can have now, like, all the random NPCs are playable characters now. Like, you have Pianta's cheering in the background, now you're just generic Pianta. Like, it would be different if you were Pianta on the elder Pianta, or if you were, can you play as a Noki? I feel like, just like in the game, how there's this, like, in Super Mario Sunshine, how there's this, like, racial prejudice against Nokis and their outcasts in Noki Bay. I feel like you don't ever get to play as a Noki, or you don't see that representation. I don't know if they were in. I think the first game Piantas were in was Mario Kart DS. I think that's the first game, because I remember there was Delfino Plaza on the stage, and the Piantas would be on the side cheering. And also, there's grinding in this game. It's basically a Sonic game. Oh, it's like Mochi Pounder. It's Mochi Man Mario. He has like the little head wrap. He's like a fishmonger. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, that's gonna be delayed, by the way. I saw him and I had that thought, and I didn't say it until he was well enough. Cherry flavor. Like, why can't we come up with better advertisements? Like, you could have had, instead of being cherry flavor, you could have said like Shirley Temple. Well, maybe not that, because that's probably copyrighted. That's a whole person, I'm sure. Oh, there's a shine sprite on the crown. They didn't mention that. I like, they use the shine sprite now. Like, they use that more. Not more than the star, but they do use it. It's like they acknowledge that it exists. Is this the final race? We're getting to the end here. Yeah. I hate post commentary. I had a really good rant like about the Switch thing. I kind of covered it here, but I much prefer talking while playing the games. It's just so much more organic. On another note, games I'm looking forward to. I watched Summer Game Fest today. I kind of hate Summer Game Fest. I like it, but I hate it. I like that it's basically E3, and it's just E3 with all the fat trimmed, and you're not sitting there being like, oh, let's go to a panel presentation with like a freaking random art illustrator for an indie game that I don't care about. It's just the facts. It's just the trailers, and that's great. At the same time, it feels very contrived, and I sort of hate that Jeff Keighley gets a captive audience of what I'm assuming are journalists to look at trailers that usually either aren't coming in the same calendar year or things we already know about that are coming in the same calendar year, or kind of all look the same. Like, they showed Atomic Heart 2. I played a bit of Atomic Heart 1. Didn't really care for it. Like, I was over it. I didn't like the challenge of it. Like, it didn't feel challenging in the sense of like, oh, I can't figure it out. It felt challenging like it doesn't control well, and I don't like it. So I stopped playing it, even though I thought the setting and the atmosphere of the game itself was pretty cool. And then they showed it, and I was like, oh my god, that's Atomic Heart 2. And lo and behold, it's Atomic Heart 2. And then they're also doing another like multiplayer game within that universe. And it's like, realistically, nobody's asking for that. And realistically, just make that all one game. Like, what happened? Remember when you get Uncharted, and then you beat the game, and they're like, oh yeah, there's a half-pegged online mode, and you can just sit there and shoot at your enemies and do whatever. It's like, I'm not paying a full $60 back in the day, $60 or $70 or $80 now for Uncharted Online, but I will pay $60 or $70 to play Uncharted, and then to have a baked-in multiplayer. I don't know why we have to have like a separate. It's like they call it the Atomic Universe. Like, why do we need a separate multiplayer game in the Atomic Heart universe? I don't. So, but then there were a couple games I saw, like Neo Memories in Orbit. Like, I knew I wanted that game back when it debuted, and then, or like when they showed it at like the last Games Fest or whatever, or Gamescom or wherever it was, and I saw it again. I'm like, oh, that game looks really good. And I was like, oh yeah, that's Memories in Orbit. Or like Mixtape, which looks like a better version of Life is Strange. In that Life is Strange, oh, the episode's over. In that, the new Life is Strange kind of lost, I think. I have it, I haven't played it, but I heard terrible things about it. Mixtape seems like it'll be a good fit for that game. And actually, if you look at one of the bedrooms in the game, I saw this post, and it is like a flipped version of Chloe's bedroom from Life is Strange, which is kind of cool. There's clear inspiration there. But anyway, I know the games I want to play, and I'm just going to wait for those. I'm not going to go crazy. But that is Mario Kart World. We came in first. Oh, I still got like 2 minutes to kill. What am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do with 2 minutes? Like, that's a lot of time. That water looks pretty good. Well, it's not like real water. It's like it's not like the waves that we're riding through. It's like crystalline water. That's what I want. I want Final Fantasy 13 remade. Put that on Switch 2. I'll buy that. I'll freaking buy that because it would be portable. I mean, I already have it on Steam Deck, but Switch 2 with like, oh, we get a new vehicle. That's cool. I think at the end of this episode, I went back to look at the characters I got because. So I think when you unlock costumes, like I unlocked Pianta, and you'll see like, so we got Rosalina for winning the cup. The last time I won a cup, which was the first time I played this game, I got Donkey Kong at 50cc for the first cup. And then because I changed costumes to Pianta, oh, I'm looking at all the dances here. I don't like the new Mario dance, the new Luigi dance. It's just kind of lame. Bowser's groovy. He's getting down. And she's a burlesque chick or something. Cabaret. There you go. But yeah, you'll see when I go over to Pianta, I'm also counting the characters, so we have like 36, 37 on them at this point. But there's an exclamation point by Pianta when we get there. And that just means I unlocked him, but I unlocked him just by getting an item. So I don't know, it's weird. But anyway, it's Mario Kart. What more do you want? It's Mario Kart World. Solid game. I'm going to play more of it. I'll probably play more of the channel. I'll probably do some free roam. Do some other shenanigans. But That's Yoshi. Like, why is there just so many Yoshis? And then, like, the babies are up there. I don't get it. Like, I thought the different characters will stack. Like, that's Donkey Kong bottom right. But, like, will he just stack? When you get the costume, will it just stack with the other Donkey Kong? I don't know. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of What I'm Playing. Thanks so much for watching. Next time we'll come back, I won't be post-commentating, and I'll make sure my audio actually works. And we'll enjoy. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.